Courtney Conlon, Keeley dealing with their priority race to the takeoff zone, and Silvana Lima and Carissa Moore start an absolute classic of a matchup. Silvana's rail work has looked so impressive. The longtime veteran getting to the inside wall, snap to slide, and she goes down. Tried to start off quickly against world number 1 Carissa Moore with plenty of time on the clock. Back to Silvana Lima's start.
Yeah, and I think whether it's big or small here at Barra, Lima feels comfortable. Great rail work, nice flow. I love this turn right there. A little bit more drawn out. The only comparison I think the judges are going to have to really make in this heat against Carissa is the power factor. Carissa's obviously going to be able to throw a little bit more spray as Silvana's short.
Starting from quarterfinal number 4. Lima in motion, known as one of the fastest surfers in the world. Still has that speed as she carves to the bottom. Arcs it, setting up this inside wall. Has some time to think about the finish, a quick reaction to the closeout section. Now she's back into another quarterfinal this year. Silvana Lima picking up her second scoring ride.
Yeah, I thought this was lovely wave selection from Lima. An insider, but the thing just grew and bowled out. And great rail work right there from the Brazilian surfer. And I thought this was an important maneuver to just get out of the way.
Olympic gold medalist Carissa Moore fades. Now 2 times to the pocket. Nice rebound there. Riss has a 2-3-3 already. Nice healthy frontside arc again. Now picking up the speed with the wall. Laid back and misses it. She uses that maneuver so well on her forehand. A lot of different walls around the world. That one gets away from her, and Silvana will have the lead for a moment.
Bettered her situation with this last one. It's her best score of 5. And then Carissa opening up her heat. Has a 2-3-3 on that short opener, Joe. And then this only came in as a 3.5. Slow pace of the wave. That was a beautiful arc right there. Trademark from Carissa. But then she tried to go big.
End section incredibly challenging, and that'll take her down. That gives room for Carissa Moore. Overhead section. Drills the first hack, second turn. Straight up off the lip line. Right into a roundhouse cutback.
Man.
Beautiful arc once again. Uses that speed and just carves right back into the power source. There's the vertical for Riss. World number 1 putting together an absolute Barra special. She'll stay on her feet through the back.
And look at this, Joe. Came in at a 9.5 for Carissa Moore. I think you have somebody who's judged a few events in the past up there. And they really appreciated what Carissa was able to do, connect the dots. This is how you surf Barra De La Cruz, Joe. Textbook rail surfing. And Carissa just went to town on the inside, especially after having to expend a lot of energy. That wrap right there was the most difficult one out of all of them. Came completely around on this one carve. Look at this. Textbook technique. That's a Kelly Slater type turn right there, and that's where that comparison came from. Just the one arc where she comes completely around, and look at how hollow this section is at the end. Goes for the layback when it wasn't even necessary. A lot of risk involved, and that's why she has the highest wave. I was like, I'm sorry, I should have picked you. And she's like, you know what, I probably would have picked Stephanie too.
Such a class act. Carissa Moore up and out as she'll be looking to back up the 9.5. I mean, we all saw what happened yesterday when one of the favorites to win, Felipe Toledo, went down to Rio Waida. And now in the pit with Silvana Lima, the Brazilian, gets the exit. Inside track looking promising. It's hollowing out again. Nice clean speed turn off the roof, and now she'll fade. Great projection snap again, and then a crazy closeout.
Get up into the lead.
Here was Silvana's just amazing barrel in the takeoff.
Yeah, and I was about to say that to win this heat against Carissa, she was probably going to need a couple excellent scores. And said and done, she's going to get her best so far. A 7.33 on this one, and really the first great barrel we've seen this morning. Great pacing.
And the warm-up's out of the way. And now the quick Silvana Lima is out of there, as she's chasing down world number 1. Carissa Moore stayed very active.
Yeah. And I think this approach is important and smart against somebody who's not only won in Mexico, like Lima, but she's also not a tactician. She's very spontaneous. And the better competitor in Carissa Moore, the 4-time world champion, just really needs to post another score that'll back up that 9.5. Some great surfing on the outside. This wave a little difficult to read here in the middle part. And this Bowley section goes for the layback yet again, and unfortunately just couldn't finish.
It felt like she was going to steamroll into another dominant world title run. Lima getting clipped, and she'll get sent over the falls as she's still barrel hunting against Carissa Moore. Courtney Conlogue into the quarterfinals, and now 14 minutes on the clock in the priority heat with Carissa Moore and Silvana Lima. Lima up and out, still chasing a 7.78 to catch up to world number 1. Looks like she wants to add another champ to her list here in 2021.
Oh yeah, and now we have the Olympic gold medalist and the 4-time champ looking to add the first female title here at Barra to hers.
Down carve, this one's got a cool little wedge on it, but the open face is kind of tapering down until now. Such a solid hack to finish on. And interesting, she got the 5.6 on that big set wave, where she actually did a lot. Beautiful carve work, had the big float, and went down on maybe the most aggressive version of the layback.
Yeah, let's see the whole wave, because I thought the ending was filthy. And this first carve was just a setup really for the midsection. That one was textbook. That looked like Andy back in 06 here. And then she measured this really well. Look at, the extension for how the section was. As I said, no mental pressure to try to clinch the title before you get there either.
Speaking of a lowers champ, Lima picking off a great looking wave, using a ton of the open face from deep off the bottom to super high up that lip for those carves. Now starting to really drive towards this part of the wall. Clean snap off the lip. Whoa. And a rad just progression off the top of that roof. That was amazing to see how she kind of hit it on that hollow part of the wave. Let's see what she did once again.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful surfing. Great pace too, good read. Just because the first section was difficult, it was speeding down the line, and a great combination of beautiful rail surfing. I love the layback edition. It's showing a little bit of variety. And then excellent tempo right here at the end. Didn't rush anything, knew that she just wanted to finish, and she knows who she's up against too. And those two finishing maneuvers were crucial. That's why she didn't even claim it. She's like, no, maybe not the 9, but at least give me something excellent so it puts me back in the heat.
Great versions of different types of turns, but how did she fit in this little extra move off that float section?
We always talk about the 2 for 1, and sometimes it's better just to go for the 1 at the end.
Lynn Boyer started getting the titles done, and you think about where Carissa stands now in the barrel as she's rifling through this wedge. Wave spits, and that Jeep Leaders jersey goes down. She can sit wherever she wants to get the score now. 1 minute on the clock. Lima needs an 8.38 on this wave. Can she create the biggest upset of the draw? Snap down the line. Lima goes off the roof. Bit of a slide there. Nice projection off that last turn. Carve to follow. Back to the lip line again. It's got a nice inside bowl. And she will perf of that re-entry. Olympic gold medalist now kicks out on the wave behind her. 30 seconds remaining.
And I enjoy how smart Carissa is, because she knew that Silvana got up. She made it down the line quite a bit, and she just recognized that there was potentially a score to be needed right there. One of the higher scoring heats of the event, too. 16-3-7 to 15-3-3. Wow. You got to be stood if you're Lima bowing out right now.
As we look at the numbers, Carissa Moore moving on.